Hey guys, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I hope you can see me. The sun is bright. Anyway, today we're having it's kind of a chatty video because it's the weekend vlog, and we have just been working like crazy. Bryant and Isaac have been working in hay, so there's not a lot of, I didn't do any filming, and what I did do filming, I put on the day that I didn't have a video. And so today's really just a talking video. You'll see a little bit of me and Caroline go to town, but not a lot. Not a lot. I just wanted to explain. I had a lot of questions this week about my health journey and the change-ups I was making in my diet. So I had a lot of questions with that, so I'm answering some of those. I had some questions about why I don't cook a lot of healthy things for the channel, and so I'm answering those. I really didn't have a lot of questions. I just had a couple of questions, and so I wanted to answer those because they may not be the only people with that question. So anyway, I wanted to jump on here. Couch time was fairly quick with Bryant, and just because we've just been swamped this week. So over the next few weeks, with it being hay season here on the farm, and we're selling chickens pretty soon next week, the videos may be a little odd, but I know we're going to have ribs this week. Next week we're going to have some chicken nuggets, and they will be of the healthy nature. I'll share how to make those healthy and how to make them unhealthy. So anyway, I hope you enjoy, and welcome to the weekend vlog, such as it is.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Hey guys, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. Look who's driving my car. We are out having a mother-daughter day, and
it is hot.
It is hot. Oh my goodness, is it hot? It says it's 90 degrees, but I believe it's hotter than 90. Oh, I kind of wanted to go to TJ Maxx, but we won't. We'll just go to Sam's. We're kind of tired of getting in and out of the heat. Anyway, so I went to Old Navy. I told y'all I was looking for some shorts, and look at the little Shih Tzu.
Oh, it's got a puppy.
Anyway, there's a little dog over here.
You're going?
So we are now headed to Sam's. We've shopped at Old Navy. I got some things. I'll share that with you when we get home. Today's weekend vlog ending thing is not going to be very impressive because I haven't filmed a lot this week. We've been so busy, too busy to film. And when I was filming for that day's video. So Bryant and Isaac have worked in hay all week, and I've had the boys, and I had Levi an extra day, and because he was sick on Monday, and so it's just been a busy week. So I'm super excited to show you when I get home what I got from Old Navy, and I'll share with you what we get at Sam's. I am looking for, and I got some explaining to do, and you can get them out. Oh no, you're right, I guess. Anyway, I'm telling her how to drive. I'm that backseat driver. I'm that driver. I'm that person. So I wanted to explain a little bit about, I mentioned that I was changing up my diet a little bit, and so I've had some questions about that. So instead of answering those questions individually, I think it's best if I just explain it, and I'll do that once I get home and so forth. But I'm going to share with you what we're going to look at here in Sam's, and I'm excited. I got a few things on my list to get in here, so we'll see you in Sam's. Well guys, guess what? I forgot to take you with me into Sam's. We just went in and I had things I wanted to see and things I wanted to look at, and then I also just wanted to browse and look. And
also super crowded.
And it was super crowded. You would think it's Christmas time here today, but Caroline is loading the car up with our goodies, and yeah, so I'll show you when we get home. Okay guys, let me show you what I got from Sam's, and we'll start right here with this 2-pack of pepperoni. That's been my snack of choice. Actually, what I do is I put it in the air fryer and I crisp it up, and it's like almost like a chip, and I slice me about an ounce of cheddar cheese, and that's been my snack. So I'm just going to cut this in half, put one in the freezer, and plus I also make a lot of pepperoni pizzas with those cauliflower rounds. Rotisserie chicken, always needed. Eat the chicken, that's so good. Here is a thing of pulled pork. If you remember, I said I was kind of watching my carbs now, and I saw on somebody else's channel that this was a good option, and as you can see, there is 0 carbs. I don't think it has a sauce, so you would have to sauce it yourself. So I could either make a no carbs type of sauce or use the G. Hughes barbecue sauce. Bryant loves these, and I mean, they're just a quick, easy lunch for him. It's kind of like a steak-'em, but if you look here in the back, 1 net carb is it, and a serving is one piece of the, like they come in slabs sort of, and they break apart just like a steak-'em. The Dr. Pepper Zero, I try to only drink 1 a day, but the entire family is drinking them. These did not come from Sam's. These came from Food Line, but I brought them in with everything else. So we needed some Folgers coffee, canned chicken breast. I like getting it at Sam's because you can buy it in the 6 containers there. Pork rinds is an amazing low carb snack, and I mean, it's no carbs, and it's only pork skins and salt. So that's a good low carb snack option. Needed some toilet paper, and I found a pair of shorts. When I was at Old Navy, there was a green color pair of shorts. They were terry cloth, and I almost got them, but then I didn't. And then at Sam's, I saw these, and I wanted this color, so I got me some shorts. All right, let me go. Oh, and I got a case of water, but I hadn't brought it in yet. So, all right, that is all I got at Sam's. All right, I'll meet you over at the couch. I may be doing couch time without Bryant, but first I want to explain to you about my diet and share with you what I got from Old Navy. Okay, everyone, it is so beautiful. It's hot out here, but the sun is actually they're calling for thunderstorms, so the sun is briefly hidden, and I wanted to come out here where I just love it out here. So I've got my receipt. I needed some shorts just to wear around the house, maybe run an errand or two in. I just had nothing as far as shorts go. I had 1 pair of denim shorts, and that was pretty much it. Everything else I can no longer wear. I have shrunk, and that's a good thing. So I just wanted some knit. I didn't want like dressy shorts. Like, I didn't want anything with the cuff around the bottom, because I always wash them and then the cuff's all wrinkled, and I hate that. And I have a pair of denim shorts, so I really didn't need denim. I wanted something comfortable. So I found just these knit shorts. This is size medium. This one has a pocket on the back. I don't think all of them do, but this one had a pocket on the back, and I really like that. But the other, they still have the side pockets as well. Drawstring, just lightweight, soft. I'm just super excited. Okay, so the regular price was $19. And I paid $9.99. So they were half price, $19.99, and I'm paying $9.99. So I got the color. It's kind of like almost like a little faded navy. So I got that. I got this pretty purple, kind of a grayish purple. I'm not sure what that's showing up, but it's kind of a lavender grayish purple. This one does not have the pocket in the back. That's okay. And I got the gray, and it does have the pocket. And I size medium in all three. I tried them on while I was there, and I'm so glad I did. Y'all, you know, Isaac got me the Def Leppard shirt for Christmas, and I just love it. I love just the old vintage looking t-shirts and stuff. And so I picked up. Bryant's gonna say, Leslie, what were you thinking? But to wear around the house, it's the Rolling Stones t-shirt. I just thought it was so cute. It is a size, I got it in large only for the length. It's more of a crop top, and I don't necessarily want a crop top, so the medium hit me right at the top of my waist, and so I went with the large just because it was a little bit longer. How much it said? It was $19.99, and I paid $19.99. It was not on sale. Okay, this was, Caroline saw these overall shorts, denim overall shorts, and I wanted a pair, and she wanted me to have a pair. And I was trying them on, and I needed a shirt to try on under them because I had already laid these aside to get. And anyway, so we just grabbed this for me to try on with the overall shorts, and I fell in love with it. It's just a plain t-shirt, a little bitty vent in the side, nothing special, but it looked good, it felt good, and so I got it. All right. And I did not get the denim overall shorts. I wanted them, but I didn't get them. The medium was too tight. There was no stretch in that denim at all. The large fit perfect, but because of where it's like a four button side, and the button fabric flared out a little bit. Okay, the last thing I got was just a simple pink tank. The tractors are going by, so let me pause just a minute. Okay, and so that little tank was $6. So, ooh, I dropped my Rolling Stones. So anyway, I'm super excited. Sometimes in the summer, I just want to be comfortable, especially if I'm out in the garden or wherever. And, you know, some of those boxes send shorts that are just outrageously outpriced. I mean, they're just way too priced high. And if I can go to Old Navy or Walmart and find them cheaper. And I just really, really, really like the way these fit. They fit super good. So, now with that being said, let me tell you about my changes in my diet and where I'm going with that. I mentioned it the other day on my health update. And so I wanted to expound on it. I had some questions come in, like, what am I changing? What am I doing? Well, what I've been doing is Optavia, and I love it. Totally 100% believe in that program. If the willpower has kicked in, and I think it is easy. You really don't have to think about it. It's super good. Now, not everybody likes the fuelings. Not everybody enjoys that. So it's not made for everybody. I happen to like all the fuelings and was doing great. I plateaued because I began to cheat a little bit. I'd lost 54 pounds, and I thought, well, here, I can have this, or I can have that. And I plateaued, and even when anyway, I just gave myself permission to cheat. And then I would try really hard to do good. And then it was like my body just got very comfortable where it was at. It was saying, oh, I like this. And even when you try hard, I kind of want to hang where I'm at. So I wanted to change things up. And I said I was going to drop 2 or 3 fuelings and just do low carb snacks in place of those fuelings, because our carbs, some of them have 10 carbs, you never know. And so I wanted to kind of cut carbs there. Someone asked me if I was cutting 2 or 3 carbs. It just depends on the day and where I'm at, and there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just cutting out a few of the fuelings and adding in lower carb snacks. Some days it's 2 fuelings, some days it's 3, some days I've only been doing it this week. And there's been a couple days that I just didn't do a fueling at all and just did all low carb snacks. So, it is working quite well. And I'm hoping it just jump starts me again so I can get right back on the program and do well. But while I'm losing right now, I'm going to kind of keep doing what I'm doing, which is dropping a few of my fuelings and going to lower carb snacks. And listen, I still do the lean and green. Our lean and greens are low carb anyway, so that didn't change. And let's see, I can't think what other question we had. What were some of the low carb options? I just showed you the pork rinds, the pepperonis, cheese, and I have given myself permission to have like ranch dressing, which on Optavia, I think you need to have the Walden's ranch. And so now that I'm doing this, I've given myself permission to have the real ranch. I'm just basically staying away from sugars and breads, and anything. I try to stay 4 carbs or below with each fueling. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it a fueling just because I'm still eating at the same time. It's just not one of the Optavia fuelings. So like I said, I'm just trying to, I don't know, if you add in the carbs, let's say each fueling has 10 carbs, I was taking in 50 carbs just from fuelings and whatever was in our lean and green. So at least 50 grams of carbs. So if I can cut out a couple of those and take it down to 4, or whatever, even if I save 10 carbs, that's less carbs. And I have lost weight. I don't want to give a number out yet. I want to give this 2 weeks. This is only, let's see, I started Monday and today's Saturday. So I want to get 2 weeks under my belt before I share numbers or anything like that. But I will say, so far, it seemed to be the right decision for me at this time. Now, does that take away from the belief I have in Optavia? Absolutely, positively not. I don't think if it had been for Optavia, I could even be doing this. So, I just think I needed to shake up my body and shock it a little bit into losing again. And so that's what I'm doing. And when people ask me what my program I'm doing, I'm still going to say Optavia until I completely transition off. And if this begins to work for me, I may just slowly transition to this, but I don't know that yet. I have no way of knowing. I know Optavia worked for me. And this so far looks like it's working, but I want to give it some time before I decide what permanently I'm going to do. I have ordered, I think you've seen in the past, I have done some unboxings of Keto Crate. I think I'm going to try to restart those just to give me some snack options. So be sure to look up Keto Crate if you're unfamiliar with it. It's a box, it's a subscription box where you get to try different keto or low carb snacks before you purchase them. And since I'm giving up a couple of, or 2 or 3 of my fuelings a day, then I need another option. So I think I'm going to start getting those again. And I'm just more conscious of the carb count on the back of the package. And if you don't know, when you're doing net carbs, you take your total amount of carbs, and then if there's any dietary fiber, you subtract that. And then if there's any sugar alcohols, you subtract that. And then you get your net carb. So depending on if you're watching total carbs or net carbs, you know, you do you. But I'm still drinking my water. I still say I am Optavia all the way. It has gotten me to where I'm at, and that's 54 pounds down. And so thankful. Now, we're just waiting and seeing what goes from here. But still, I'm a still firm, total believer in Optavia. And it's not for everybody. Some people, it gives them some stomach upset. In fact, I was starting to notice a little bit of stomach discomfort, but that, y'all, I never chalk that up to anything in particular because I've had my part of my colon removed and things are just different. If you know what I mean. Things are just different. And so I never know if it's just something going on with me or if it's the food. So I don't really chalk that up to anything. Some people are allergic to soy, which a lot of Optavia's program has soy. But they have other things that are not soy. But anyway, so I'm finding some new snacks, some new foods. One of my go-to is the pepperoni and cheese. I love that. I take 15 rounds of pepperoni, stick them in the air fryer. They pop around and they move. They won't be in the same place when you open it up that they were. But they're like a potato chip. And I eat them with about an ounce of cheddar cheese. Oh my goodness, it's so good. There's some yogurt at Walmart. In fact, I'm out of it. I need to go get some. I hope Bryant will take me tonight to get some. And that is the Ratio low carb. I think it's 2 net carbs. I have found a keto granola that's only got 1 carb. So that's a 3 carb snack. I put just a little bit of that granola, less than 3 carb snack, into that yogurt. And oh my goodness, I love it. And I've tried like the Too Good and stuff like that, and I wasn't a fan. I didn't like it. But this is so good. Let me think if I can think of anything else right off. Monk fruit is what I'm sweetening my tea with. And last night I could have drank the whole tea pitcher. It was that good. It was that good. And it measures just like sugar. So it was delicious. All right. I'm going to go in and see where Bryant's at. And see if he's going to be home anytime soon. And we'll... Oh, I wanted to address one more thing. Somebody asked why I don't do the healthy cooking on my channel. Well, I do. Occasionally, I do some healthy cooking. My channel was started originally, well, it was really just started basically to take you along in my life. No matter if that was cooking or if that was working on the farm or if that was doing ministry work, it was just basically taking you part of my life. It quickly, in the early year, that I started turned into Southern country cooking, and that's what my channel was built on, and there's no point in that changing. I do throw in a healthy recipe here and there. The majority of my viewers would prefer just what I used to do, my normal type cooking, and my viewers are who support me, and I want to give them the content that they ask for. However, I do throw in a healthy recipe here and there. I've done cauliflower pizza crust. I've done several things, and a lot of my country cooking is actually healthy, and I just may not label it healthy. Like the pork roast I cooked the other day. It was just water, salt, pepper, onion, and maybe a little garlic powder. So it's healthy. I just don't put the label on there healthy. So, but yeah, I'm not changing my channel. I'm going to do, and not everybody in my household is watching their weight. Not everybody in my household is watching their carb intake. Not everybody in my household wants to give up bread. So I'm not the only person, and so I can't just think about me. And my viewers, I want to do what they want to see. And so with that being said, that's where I'm at with my channel. I will continue my good old Southern cooking, but I'll throw in fact, I might do a once every other week healthy meal, and maybe do it a little more often. I just want to be appreciative to my viewers. I want to be sensitive to their desires, and I know some of you desire the healthy recipes, so I will start throwing more of those in, but I'm not going to stop cooking the regular stuff, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And I have 2 little grandbabies who they could care less about low carb. They just want Bubbles cooking. It doesn't matter. I mean, they don't want the low carb stuff. So there you go. I was just kind of addressing 2 things that came in, and so hopefully that answers some of the questions. And so I'll go see where Bryant is, and we'll be back in just a little bit for couch time. Hey everybody.
Hello.
You just saw me on the porch, and now you're going to hear me chat in here. So this video is kind of a chatty video, but that's okay. That's what you get this week. It's been a crazy week here. It's been hay season here on the farm. That sounds like we have allergies or something.
No, we've rolled not a whole lot. We've rolled about 110, 115 rolls of hay so far. We've cut probably 25 acres maybe. Got about another 55, 60 to mow this week. Yep. So
have a long way to go. But we stopped for the rain. Rained a little bit Saturday. And rained. Oh, it's supposed to rain today, but it hasn't yet.
Well, it did just up the road a while ago. I've just come back. I've been at church in the office doing some work, and it rained a little bit while I was there. So
actually, right now it's Sunday. You last saw me on Saturday, and we were going to do couch time Saturday evening, and he needed me to help him move hay out of the field.
Because it was going to rain.
Because the rain was coming. The skies were getting dark. The winds were blowing. The lightning was striking. But it did finally rain at the very last. I mean, we made several loads, and but it finally rained.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, I got my hair cut this week.
Got your haircut this week. Did some pinto beans this week.
Pizza.
Made homemade pizza dough this week.
Really good.
So a lot of things happening. So.
Yep. Been to the grocery store. I've talked to you guys. I've talked to him about changing things up a little bit to get my weight loss refocused. And like I said, I'm not going to give numbers out this week, but wait till next week and we'll see if this change up has helped. If not, we'll go back to what I was doing.
Do you guys think it's going to work? What do you think? How many of you do keto versus how many of you do Optavia? How many of you do Weight Watchers?
Or how many of you do like a combination? Like
how many of you do a combination? And tell us what works for you, because a lot of the viewers are interested in her weight loss journey. And so share in the comments in this video so other viewers can see what you're doing and what works.
And you've actually seen when I talked to you out on the porch that I totally give, right now, Optavia has every bit of the credit for, and the Lord.
He's first.
He's first. But the diet I followed to lose 54 pounds was Optavia. I've just plateaued and need a little jump start, and I'm just changing things up a little bit. I've already explained that, so you can rewind if you need to.
All right, so what's coming next week? We're
going to do ribs. I am going to do a healthy recipe. I'm going to do chicken nuggets, no-carb chicken nuggets, ribs, and I'm not sure what else.
So, all right. And the ribs are coming when?
The ribs will probably be Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. So watch out for those on Tuesday. You going to put your rub on them?
Mm-hmm. My homemade rub. And we may make... Since we're talking health tonight, I have 2 racks of ribs. I actually have 3 racks of ribs. We may make one my regular old way and one a low carb way. So
2 regulars.
No, I gotta make some for me. So it's either one. They're either both healthy or one of each.
One of each, so. But anyway, hey, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like she said, didn't do a whole lot of farming videoing this week.
Just because we were busy farming. I mean,
she'll do more next week. So
yeah,
hopefully. So chickens go out not Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. They go out in about 10 days from now. And so
it's just our busy season.
And so it's going to be a challenging time. Some of you have asked about my health conditions. Bring you up to speed. I'm scheduled for my heart ablation on June 21st, which is a Tuesday, I do believe, which is only about 4 weeks away. And so it's getting pretty close.
And we may have to change that date. I'm not sure.
May have to bump it back a week just to fit our schedules a little better.
With the chicken schedule, not our schedule.
Yeah, the chicken schedule. So we'll see. And but that we want to bring you up to speed with that. I'm still having some AFib episodes. They're not as bad since Isaac's graduated college. No, I'm just kidding. But since he's home and helping out, that has been it's been a great help. And so but anyway, so
we know he'll get a job
in a few weeks. He's got an interview this week, and then he got a call about another application last week. So we'll see. The Lord's working and moving some things around.
But it sure has been nice having him to help, especially through this hay season and this busy time. It's been a load off, that's for sure. Words of wisdom for couch time becomes, I'm going to recap my sermon a little bit today. I challenge the church to become a 2-mile Christian. What that simply means is there's a part in Matthew chapter 5 when Jesus is doing the Sermon on the Mount. And he says, you have heard it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. He says, but I tell you, I'm paraphrasing. He said, if somebody slaps you on one side of the cheek, you turn your face and let them slap the other side. If they decide to sue you for your shirt, you give them your coat too. And if somebody asks you to walk 1 mile, then you are to go 2 miles. And so I turned that into a message today about how we as believers should not do just the least that we possibly can to get by. God has not called you to a life of minimalism. And I'm not talking about living in a tent, living off the land. And I'm not talking about being a homesteader. That's not what I'm talking about. Or not a lot of stuff. Yeah. What I'm talking about is just doing enough to get by. Just reading your Bible enough to get by. Spending enough time in prayer just to get by. Not being committed to a regular worship in a local church. Just going enough to get by. God said in his word, Jesus challenged him. He says, this was really a Roman law. And the Roman law was if somebody came in and they conquered you and they took your land, they could only require you to carry their load, their packages, their bags. They could only require you to do it for 1 mile because after that first mile, they were breaking the law. They could require you to do that. And so that's cool history. I didn't know. And so the idea behind it is simply this. Hey, if they ask you to go 1 mile, go the extra mile. Go the extra mile.
Go further than
I wonder if
what
that's where that saying came from.
could be. Go further than what their expectation is. Because so many times as believers, there's three things we discussed Wednesday night at church, three things that's facing the local churches today that are challenges. First one is commitment. People aren't committed anymore. There's so many things that cloud our lives and cloud our time and our commitment. The second thing is shallow spirituality. The third thing is hypocrisy. We talked about this Wednesday night. Those three things are challenging to the church. And every one of those, not so much hypocrisy, but I think every one of those can be linked back to not going the extra mile, not putting the time in your journey with Jesus, your relationship with Christ. And because when you put the time in, you go that extra mile, there are great rewards. So, hey, next week when somebody gets on your nerves, don't just give up on them. Go the extra mile. When somebody says something that hurts your feelings, just don't have a spirit of bitterness or unforgiveness. Bear with them and go the extra mile. And I can tell you, there are great dividends in going the extra mile, other than just physical exercise. The great dividends are a freedom that only comes in Christ. So hope that speaks to you. If you want more of that, go back, check out our Sunday morning service at Browers Wesleyan Church, and you can get the entire sermon right there. So,
Yep.
All right, guys, that's it for this week for Couch Time. Hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We pray that you have. Hey, hit like, subscribe, share her videos on a regular basis. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and she's kind of hit a little lull right here. She's still growing, the channel's still growing, but not quite at the speed that it was. And so our goal is to hit 100,000 by the end of the year, and you guys can help us do that.
Yep. And we would definitely appreciate it very, very much. We appreciate you. And we love
Every
you
one
guys.
of you, that's right.
So this week's going to be a little busy. So if videos are a little weird over the next couple of weeks, you know why. It's farm busy time.
All right, guys.
Thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.